My beloved child, don't skip this moment, because something unusual is unfolding around you even if you cannot see it yet. Someone you love has two friends who have been watching everything from a distance, quietly noticing the way your presence changes the atmosphere. They have spoken about you more than you could ever imagine. One believes you carry a rare kind of strength that cannot be copied, while the other keeps saying there is something unforgettable about your heart. But here is the surprising part: they do not completely agree. One sees you as the greatest blessing that could enter this person's life, while the other wonders why your influence feels so powerful. Their conversation has become deeper than anyone expected, and every new detail is bringing them closer to a conclusion that could change everything. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The truth has been building quietly behind the scenes, and every passing day is revealing another piece of a story that has not reached its final chapter. There was a moment recently when your name appeared in a conversation you never witnessed. The room became silent for a second. One friend smiled without saying much, while the other could not stop asking questions. They remembered small moments, tiny details, and unexpected coincidences that kept leading back to you. They admitted that every time your name comes up, the person you love reacts differently. Their expression changes. Their voice becomes softer. Their attention shifts. Those two friends noticed it long before anyone else did, and now they cannot ignore what they have seen. Don't skip, because every clue is pointing toward a revelation that is much bigger than it first appeared. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next piece of this story is even more unexpected. Right now, the situation is quietly moving toward a turning point. Those two friends are beginning to realize that you are not just another person passing through someone's life. They believe your connection carries meaning that cannot be explained by ordinary events. One of them is preparing to say something that could completely reshape the future of this relationship, while the other is waiting for the perfect moment before revealing what they truly think. The silence cannot last forever. Answers are getting closer, and hidden thoughts are preparing to come into the light. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and what happens next may be the moment everything finally starts making sense. A quiet shift is already happening, even if nobody has told you yet. Those two friends have started comparing every story they know about you, and the more they talk, the more convinced they become that there is something extraordinary about your presence. One of them keeps saying that you bring peace in a way that cannot be explained, while the other believes you have changed the heart of the person you love without even trying. Every conversation leaves them with more questions than answers. They never expected to spend this much time discussing someone they had barely met, yet your name continues to return. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next discovery they make is the one that changes the direction of every conversation. Hours later, another discussion begins, and this time the atmosphere feels completely different. One friend quietly admits that the person you love seems happier whenever your name is mentioned. The other notices that every future plan somehow includes thoughts connected to you. They exchange surprised looks because the pattern has become impossible to ignore. They realize this is no ordinary connection. They begin wondering if everything has been leading toward this moment from the very beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A truth that has remained hidden for so long is slowly finding its way into the light, and nobody is prepared for how powerful it will feel when it is finally revealed. Now those two friends are no longer watching from the sidelines. They have reached a conclusion that neither of them expected when these conversations first began. They believe you have left a lasting impression that cannot be replaced. What started as simple curiosity has turned into deep respect, and they are beginning to encourage the person you love to stop hiding their true feelings. Every passing day brings this moment closer. The silence is becoming harder to maintain, and the next conversation could be the one that changes everything forever. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the story has only just begun. A moment is approaching that nobody can delay anymore. Those two friends have stopped wondering whether you matter, because in their minds the answer has already become clear. Now they are asking a completely different question: what happens if this opportunity is ignored? That single thought has changed every conversation. One friend believes waiting any longer could mean missing something truly special, while the other keeps reminding everyone about the quiet moments that proved your importance long ago. Every memory they revisit points in the same direction. Every small detail becomes another reason they cannot stop talking about you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next chapter begins with a decision that nobody expected to make so soon. As the days move forward, the person you love begins to notice subtle changes in the behavior of those two friends. Their advice becomes more direct. Their questions become more personal. They are no longer speaking in hints because they believe the truth deserves to be heard. They describe you as someone who brings calm during uncertainty, hope during confusion, and confidence during moments of doubt. Those words leave a lasting impression. For the first time, the person you love starts looking at the entire situation through a different perspective. The pieces that once seemed unrelated suddenly fit together like a puzzle that has finally been completed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What seemed impossible yesterday is beginning to feel closer than ever before. The greatest surprise has not happened yet. Those two friends are quietly preparing for one final conversation, believing it could change everything. They are determined to make sure nothing meaningful is left unsaid. They know some opportunities appear only once, and they do not want this one to disappear. The atmosphere is filled with anticipation because everyone senses that the next step will reveal what has been hidden for so long. Every heartbeat brings the story closer to its turning point. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part will uncover the conversation that nobody thought would ever take place, and its impact could be unforgettable. Everything changes when those two friends finally decide they can no longer keep their thoughts to themselves. What began as quiet observations has now become complete certainty. One of them says, "There is a reason your life feels different whenever this person is around." The other agrees without hesitation, adding that some connections are impossible to overlook because they continue growing stronger with time. The person you love listens more carefully than ever before. Every sentence lands deeper than the last, and every memory they tried to ignore suddenly returns with greater clarity. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The conversation has reached a point where there is no turning back. The discussion grows even more powerful as those friends begin sharing details that had never been spoken aloud. They mention the small smiles, the unexpected moments of happiness, and the quiet changes they witnessed whenever your name entered the conversation. Suddenly, everything begins to make sense. The person you love realizes these changes were not random at all. They were signs that had been present from the beginning but had gone unnoticed. One friend encourages them not to let fear make the decision. The other reminds them that genuine opportunities deserve courage. A long silence follows, but this time it is not filled with uncertainty, it is filled with understanding. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next few moments are becoming more important than anyone imagined. Now the story reaches its strongest turning point yet. Those two friends step back, believing they have said everything that needed to be said. The person you love is left alone with thoughts that cannot be ignored anymore. Every conversation, every memory, and every feeling now points in the same direction. The future suddenly feels closer than ever before, and a choice that once seemed impossible is beginning to feel completely natural. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What happens next will reveal whether this long journey was preparing everyone for one unforgettable moment that changes everything forever. A new silence begins, but this silence is different from all the others. It is no longer filled with uncertainty, it is filled with expectation. The person you love cannot stop replaying every word those two friends shared. Each sentence echoes louder than before, revealing details that once seemed ordinary but now carry a completely different meaning. They begin noticing how often your name returns to their thoughts without warning. Every memory feels brighter. Every conversation from the past suddenly seems connected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The closer this story moves toward its conclusion, the more impossible it becomes to ignore what has been quietly growing all along. Meanwhile, those two friends continue watching from a distance, not because they want to interfere, but because they are curious to see what happens next. They believe the next move belongs to the person you love. One of them quietly says that some people enter our lives for a reason that becomes clear only with time. The other smiles, convinced that the biggest surprise has not happened yet. Their confidence is no longer based on guesses, it comes from everything they have witnessed with their own eyes. The smallest signs have added up to something remarkable. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A moment that once seemed far away is now closer than ever before. Now the story stands at the edge of its greatest reveal. The person you love understands that some opportunities cannot be postponed forever. The words of those two friends have planted a thought that continues to grow stronger every single day. Fear is slowly giving way to hope, hesitation is turning into confidence, and unanswered questions are beginning to find their answers. The next step has the power to change everything, and once it is taken, nothing will feel the same again. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final chapter is about to reveal the decision that everyone has been waiting for from the very beginning. The final chapter begins with a feeling that cannot be ignored anymore. The person you love wakes up with the same thought that has followed them for days, you. The voices of those two friends continue echoing in their mind, reminding them that some people are too valuable to lose through silence or hesitation. Every reason to wait becomes smaller, while every reason to move forward becomes stronger. The path that once looked uncertain now seems surprisingly clear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The moment everyone has been building toward is finally within reach, and the next choice could become the beginning of an unforgettable new chapter. As everything starts falling into place, those two friends quietly realize that their role is complete. They have said what needed to be said, and now the future belongs to the person you love. There is no pressure, only clarity. No confusion, only understanding. The conversations that once raised questions have now provided answers. Looking back, they can see how every small event, every unexpected meeting, and every meaningful memory formed a pattern that was impossible to recognize until now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The story is no longer about hidden feelings, it is about having the courage to honor what has been true all along. Now everything rests on one simple decision. Will the person you love step forward and let their heart speak, or will they allow another opportunity to pass? Only time can answer that question. What is certain is that those two friends no longer see you as just another person, they see you as someone who brought hope, peace, and lasting change into a life they deeply care about. That belief has remained unshaken from the moment they first noticed it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest turning points arrive quietly, and when they do, they change the future in ways no one could have imagined. The story does not end with a single conversation, it begins with what happens afterward. In the days that follow, the person you love starts seeing familiar moments through completely different eyes. The smallest memories suddenly become impossible to forget. A simple smile, a kind word, a quiet moment that once seemed ordinary now feels incredibly meaningful. Those two friends notice the change immediately. They exchange a glance because they recognize something important has shifted. The doubts that once filled every conversation have almost disappeared. In their place is a growing confidence that the future may hold something neither of them expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final piece of this journey is closer than ever. The person you love begins paying attention to signs they once ignored. Every reminder seems to point back to you. Every meaningful conversation somehow circles around your name. Those two friends no longer need to convince anyone because the truth is becoming visible on its own. They quietly admit that your kindness, your patience, and your genuine presence have created an impression that cannot be replaced. What once looked like coincidence now feels like a series of moments leading toward one unforgettable realization. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next step is no longer about uncertainty. It is about recognizing what has been there from the very beginning. As this chapter closes, one thing becomes unmistakably clear. Those two friends believe that the person you love has reached a moment where listening to their heart matters more than listening to their fears. The journey has been filled with quiet discoveries, unexpected conversations, and powerful realizations that slowly revealed a bigger picture. Whether the next move happens today or tomorrow, the foundation has already been built. The truth has been spoken, the doubts have faded, and the future is waiting to unfold. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Sometimes the greatest stories are not the ones that begin with certainty, they are the ones that grow stronger with every step until the ending becomes the beginning of something extraordinary. A remarkable moment is finally within reach. The person you love can no longer pretend that nothing has changed. Every conversation with those two friends has become a turning point, and now they understand why those discussions kept happening. It was never about convincing them of anything, it was about helping them recognize what had been quietly growing all along. One friend smiles and says that some people leave an impression that time can never erase. The other simply nods, knowing the truth has already found its place. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The ending you have been waiting for is about to reveal its greatest surprise. As the days continue, the person you love begins making small choices that reflect a new sense of confidence. They no longer look back with uncertainty. Instead, they begin looking ahead with hope. Those two friends notice this change immediately and realize their words have done exactly what they hoped. They helped someone see the value of a connection that had been hidden beneath fear and hesitation. Every memory now feels like proof that this journey was leading toward one meaningful destination. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The final truth is becoming impossible to ignore, and every step forward feels more natural than the last. Now this story reaches its closing message. Sometimes the people around us notice the truth before we do. Those two friends saw qualities in you that deserved recognition, and they were brave enough to speak about them when it mattered most. Their honesty created a ripple that changed the direction of everything that followed. The person you love now understands that real connections are built through trust, kindness, and sincere moments shared over time. The future remains unwritten, but one thing is certain. The conversations that once seemed ordinary became the spark for an extraordinary new beginning. Don't skip. Stay till the end.